What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm finally sharing with you all how I reorganized my entire wardrobe. I will be specifically talking about clothes today because there will be a part 3 coming where I will be giving you guys an entire tour of my wardrobe. Also, before watching this video, I hope you watched part 1 where I did share how I decluttered my entire wardrobe. If you haven't, then I will link the video here. In that video, I shared how I use the Marie Kondo method of decluttering. Unfortunately, in this video, I won't be using the Marie Kondo method of organizing and folding and all of that, simply because the past 1 week has been super busy and just couldn't find the time to do it her method. This is just my way, Meghnaa's way of organizing my wardrobe. So if you're interested, then please continue watching.
What a wonderful world.
So after I decluttered all my clothes in the previous video, I stuffed everything in my cupboard. So you can see it's in like utter mess. So the next day I just put everything back on my bed, and the first thing I did was take a sticky note and just broadly categorize all my clothing. For me, there was sleepwear, fancy clothes, workout clothes, loungewear. I think loungewear is a big category for most of us because during this entire COVID phase, most of us are of course staying home and working from home, studying from home, and just spending a lot of time at home. Also, I did do a video of outfit ideas that you can use if you're working from home or just studying from home. I will link up that video here in case you haven't watched that. All the categories would look different for different people. So for me, there may not be a broad category of college because I'm not a college student, or even office because I don't go to office. For you, that might be an important broad category. So make sure you personalize it according to your lifestyle and not anyone else's. The entire morning I've been trying to sort out all my clothes and it's been so tiring. I know this won't be done in a single day. So for today, I'll just show you what's happening. Like in the decluttering video, I put all my clothes on the bed and I've already sorted out a lot, which is why it's half empty. I still have a huge pile. Oh, why is my phone here? I still have this huge pile of clothes that I need to go through. These are the clothes I've sorted till now. I've already categorized them and I have the sticky note stuck here where I've just roughly jotted down the categories. So there's one category of clothes here, then there is some Indian clothes, more of the fancy clothes here, ghar ke kapde, workout clothes and loungewear stuff. I think the entire process of organizing is like a conversation with yourself. Every time I was picking up clothes, putting it into different groups of categories, I was constantly having this conversation going in my head as to, would I wear it to the mall? Not really. Would I use it for my videos? Not really. Just make sure you have like a constant dialogue going in your head. I think that's really helpful. One more thing I've noticed while sorting stuff out is, of course, there will be some categories that sort of like melt into another category, right? Like there's just a very thin line between certain categories. For example, I have this Adidas track pants. Because it's a track pant, it could be used either as your workout outfit or it could also be part of your loungewear outfit. So in these cases, I would literally ask myself as to on what occasion would I wear this often, and then I realized that it's not very comfortable for me to work out in because it's pretty low waist. I usually wear high-rise or mid-rise tights or joggers for my workouts, so I felt this would be more suitable for my loungewear. A tip I can give to make sure that you categorize according to your lifestyle is to just ask yourself, where do you go the most? I mean, of course, during the quarantine, it's sort of different, but generally, if there was no quarantine, where would you go the most? Are you a person who goes out to shop a lot? Are you a person who goes to the market a lot? Are you someone who works at an office? So of course, you go to the office every day. Like one of my broad categories was going out clothes. Whatever I would wear to a cafe would most probably be something I would wear even for shopping or just hanging out with my friends in a mall or even watch a movie. So that's how I went about it. While sorting all of this out, I've been keeping the practical aspect of wearing clothes on the top of my head. I feel for everyone, each outfit could be worn at different occasions or for different reasons. So for example, I have this hoodie type t-shirt which says be the change. This typically would be categorized as like a loungewear. Technically speaking, this should go in my loungewear pile, but I actually see myself wearing this when I go to the mall for shopping or just go watch movies. So I actually put this in my normal going out clothes. Depending on how you decide to use every piece of clothing is how you should categorize them, and not look at it from a perspective of how this would typically be categorized by shopping websites or fashion magazines. Does not matter. It's all you, how you wear it, where you decide to wear it. That's really important. So after I finished broadly categorizing it, I went ahead and again sub-categorized it. Now is the time when I actually divided like that huge pile of clothes into probably tops and bottoms, or even crop tops or short tops and long tops. I even categorized certain groups according to their sleeve length, so sleeveless and like normal sleeves. I think as girls, we're all very used to wearing things according to our waxing schedules. I mean, it's just a very practical way for me me to categorize clothes. So these are all basically my ghar ke kapde, and I've sub-categorized it. These are all t-shirts, and these are my pants, and these are shorts. And even for that broad category of fancy clothes that I had, that category actually had a lot of Indian wear as well as Western wear, so that's how I sub-categorized it, and then further sub-categorized it into tops of fancy Western wear, bottoms of fancy Western wear, and tops of fancy Indian wear and bottoms of fancy Indian wear. I hope I didn't confuse you, but yeah, that's just how I went about categorizing, sub-categorizing, and further sub-categorizing that. Another thing that I've noticed is that the more I started sorting out, I could figure out a couple more broad categories that were important for me personally. So I actually saw a couple of my clothes and I was like, wow, like it doesn't fit in either of my going out clothes or special occasions or loungewear or nightwear, nothing. And hence I had to create a new category called vacation clothes. It's not necessary that this category will exist for everyone, because even for me, most of my vacation clothes are clothes that I would wear even like in Bangalore. But there are certain things that I've bought or are in my closet, like this sheer tube dress. I know for a fact I am not going to wear this in Bangalore anywhere. This just looks to me like something I would wear at like a beach, which of course doesn't exist in Bangalore, so this definitely goes in that vacation pile. There's also this really pretty long dress with like a very deep slit. Again, this is something I know I won't be like wearing in Bangalore, which is why I've again put it in the vacation pile. Also, I'm sorry if I'm going out of focus again and again. It's in dire need for some servicing, so please ignore, and I really apologize for any of the focus issues. So after I finished all the sorting out and categorizing and sub-categorizing, it was time for me to finally fold all the clothes. This is the step I detest the most because I'm just really bad at folding. I don't have the patience to fold clothes. So I did have my mom coming in and helping me with it, but some of the clothes I folded by myself, which you can see a big difference in. They're just really untidy as opposed to the clothes that my mom folded, which are super neat and really nice. She also showed me like some 2 ways of folding.
It's another method. With practice you'll get. First hold here, then you cross over and hold here. Then just turn it like this and see. This is one method.
If you want to look up fancy folding methods, even there's a Marie Kondo folding method. You can check it on YouTube. I'm sure there are many tutorials on that. I am definitely not the best person to talk about it. A tip I can say for folding is that try not to fold it while standing up, which is what I did initially, and it would just end up not folding well. So make sure you put it on any flat surface, whether you're sitting and that's on your lap, or if you're standing and that's on your bed or a table. It's much easier to fold neatly that way. So I just went category by category. First I tackled all my sleep clothes, then I went ahead with my gym wear, all my ethnic wear. I just kept finishing category by category. So once everything was folded, my favorite step of the process, which is organizing and arranging all my clothes. So for this, I actually ordered these box organizers from Amazon. They're pretty sturdy. They do have a certain smell, which I'm not very fond of, but the smell goes away after some time, so it's fine. So this is the main organizer I will be using to organize my wardrobe this time. So this comes in 2 pieces. One is this main piece, and then this is the second piece. It's completely collapsible, which is great. So you can just open this up, and then this is how it looks. So you can see the base is sort of soft. That's because you need to open this up and put it inside properly. I got 6 boxes. They have like a set of 4, a set of probably 12 or something. This really helped me in organizing all my clothes in the shelf, because most of my clothes are like crop tops and like really soft material, and they tend to lose form when they're just like randomly folded and kept in a huge shelf, as opposed to when they're neatly kept in a box. It doesn't have much room to move, right? So it just makes it look way more appealing to the eyes, and of course it's more practical and organized that way. So I'm using this organizer horizontally. Actual picture, you're supposed to use it vertically like this so you can see all your shirts, but since I don't have shirts, mainly I have tops and blouses, I thought it's better to use it horizontally so I can make use of both the spaces here. I've already folded my clothes here, so I'm just going to directly push it in neatly. And if you notice, they have this one side open. That's mainly because it was supposed to be used vertically, but I didn't use it vertically. But that's fine, because this open side, I'm actually going to push it to this side of my wardrobe, so that open part is sort of covered and it's still pretty neat. So here I've kept all my loungewear stuff. I've already folded all the bottoms and I've kept it here. They're again subcategorized like tights and track pants and like just loose palazzos and stuff. I've decided to fold it and keep it like this instead of like this, which I would have preferred, but I don't have enough clothes anymore to put in this section. But that's fine, because I do have this space. I can always look from this side whatever tops I can see. Like I can literally literally see every top just because of this huge gap. So I'm gonna maintain this huge gap for now. I even ordered these drawer dividers from Amazon and I was very excited to share it with you all and use it, but it was of such bad quality. Yeah, I just had to return it. So I returned all of it. I'm still sharing it with you all because you shouldn't go for those drawer dividers. They're just really flimsy and plasticky and of no use at all. So just stay away from those unless you do find some really good quality ones. Please let me know because I haven't found those. Anyways, once I had everything in boxes, I just kept moving boxes from the top shelf to the bottom shelf and vice versa, from one side to the other side, because I was just figuring out what looks better and what is more practical for me to use. One thing I kept in mind while arranging the boxes was that what are the clothes that I require the most or I wear the most. And of course, during quarantine for me, and even if there's no quarantine, for a person who works from home or even for a homemaker, you're bound to stay at home most of your time. Meaning for me, loungewear became really important, which is why I put it in the top drawer so that it's very easy for me to access all the time. Most of my fancy clothes were on the topmost shelf, which are a little hard to reach, but I'm okay with that because it's not something I wear a lot. Since I have some space behind, I actually put certain organizers behind because those are the stuff that I don't really wear much, like very occasionally, and just pushed it behind so that I don't waste any of that space. Other than boxes, of course, I used hangers. I hung all my jackets, overcoats, shrugs, all of that. This just makes it really accessible and I can see all my overcoats and jackets easily. I also use hangers to hang all my western dresses. Other than that, I also use these plastic ziploc thingies that I actually got long back from Ahmedabad, but I think it's easily available anywhere online. So basically in that, I just put like socks and even a lot of my like spaghetti slips that I would probably wear inside a sheer top or even inside like a shrug. Now I can literally just take out my ziploc, open the zip and just rummage through all my innerwear and slips. So yeah, finally my entire wardrobe has been organized. I feel so much relief when I look at my wardrobe now, like a huge burden has been lifted off my shoulders. I'm sure you guys can see how it was before and how it is right now. I hope this motivated you into organizing your wardrobes. Let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up. Like I said earlier, there will be a part 3 to this video where I'll be going in detail and just doing an entire wardrobe tour. Also sharing the other parts of my wardrobe which I couldn't share in this video because this video is already so long. Footwear, makeup, other miscellaneous stuff, jewelry, all of that is actually stored in this huge wardrobe. So I will share all of that and also a special surprise in part 3 of this video. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that you get notified and don't miss out on part 3 of this video. The day I'm shooting this, it's actually Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday and yesterday was also my 25th birthday. I shared my entire day on my Instagram, so if you aren't already following me there, make sure you follow me on my Instagram. I've actually created even a birthday highlight. If you've missed all my birthday happenings, you can click on the highlight and just check out how my 25th birthday went and what all gifts I got. Anyways, that's about it. I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, stay happy, positive and blessed. Bye!
What a wonderful